Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
We're having a great day so far and hopefully a great Sunday ahead. We'd like to start a song by the infamous Barbara Streisand. This is Higher Ground. This horizon, let the sun's light warm my face. Once again the times are changing. Once again I lost my way. Well, the words of ancient poets fall like dust upon my shoes. Greed has robbed me of my vision, turned my heart from higher truths. So take my hand and lift me higher. Be my love and my desire. Hold me safe and on a bound. Take my heart to higher ground. I have walked too long in darkness. I have walked too long alone, blindly clutching fists of diamonds that I found were only stones. To hold. The path of light is narrow, but it leads to streets of gold. So take my hand and lift me higher. Be my love and my desire. Hold me safe and honor bound. Take my heart to higher ground. In this world we move through shadows, never sure of what we see, while the truth that lies between us, come and share the truth with me. So take my hand and lift me higher. Be my love and my desire. Hold me safe and honor bound. Take my heart to higher ground.
Let's begin our service in prayer. Oh, sweet Spirit, we give thanks and gratitude for this beautiful day, this now moment, gathered here in this beautiful sanctuary, this higher ground. We dedicate this service to that spirit within, the Christ presence that indwells each of us. Christ in me, the hope of glory. Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Bobby, and I'd like to welcome you to Unity Center of Stockton. Thank you for sharing your presence, your love, and your time with us. And I'd also like to welcome anyone who is watching on live stream or watching on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. So I'd like to introduce our minister. We have our associate minister here today with us, Reverend Marianne Friend. We also have, for our musicians, we have the talented Zaid. And our technician today is Mr. Lynn Gomez. And our usher today is Willie Smith. So let's drop from our head to our heart space, and let's say our mission and vision statement together. Our vision statement. We are an expanding community of conscious evolvement, bringing timeless wisdom. We welcome all who are in search of a higher purpose and a greater connection to the divine presence in each of us. And our mission statement. Together, Unity Center of Stockton's mission is to raise awareness and understanding of unity principles and universal truths, which inspire a higher level expression of living. So, do we have any newcomers with us today? No? Nobody's comfortable raising their hand. That's cool. Okay, so it's everybody's favorite time. It's greeting time. Let's meet each other.
I will not.
Okay, it's time for our announcements. No, it's time for music. I'm gonna go sit down.
Thank you. I want to say thank you. Hold on.
Take two.
We're ready. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh, so grateful. I am so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh, thank you now. 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 Thank you. I want to say thank you. Whoa! I want to say thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I needed that, thank you. Okay, so it's time for the announcements. We have A Course in Miracles on Monday and Wednesday on Zoom. And we have morning meditation with Israel Hurtado every Saturday. And if you want to sign up for that, you can go to our meetup group, and there's a link that will take you to that Google Meet. We used to have Spiritual Tuesdays, but it's gotten so great and so awesome, and so many other things have come up that we're calling it our spiritual gatherings now, because it's not enough for Tuesday. We need more. So yeah. So this coming Tuesday, we're going to have somebody come in and talk about crystals. And who doesn't love crystals in this group? Yeah. So we're having Edgar Ortega, and he's going to be talking about crystal therapy for personal power and growth. And it's an introduction to associative crystal therapy. So I checked on Facebook, it looks like quite a few people have already signed up. So I think it's going to be a big class. So you guys don't want to miss out. And normally on the first Tuesday of the month, we have Genshin Jitsu. I can barely say that word. But since we're having 5 Tuesdays in the month of May, if that's something that you normally go to, it's going to be on the last Tuesday of the month, next month. So. And then on Thursdays, we have guided meditation with Zaid. So on Thursdays, so not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, he will be here to meditation. Would you like to say a few words about it?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so I am honored to do the guided meditations here at Unity. So every meditation comes with a theme. So our last theme was letting go. Our theme prior to that was releasing fear. So there's different themes. It is integrated with my guided meditations. I integrate them with sound bowls and music. So I like to call it the deep level shift, because not only you're getting a meditation, but you're actually getting deeper and healing through sound and music. So,
So I wanted to talk about our website, since I have the microphone and we haven't really talked about it yet. So I've been working on redoing our website, and it hasn't gone how I expected. When I first started, I had this vision of what the homepage was gonna look like, and quickly found out that I'm very limited with the template that we have. So I'm reimagining it so it doesn't look exactly how I want it to, but I would like for you guys to go and take a look at our website, because there's a few things that I wanted to point out. We have, if you go to, at the top, you'll see I'm new here, and then you'll see Sundays. If you hover over Sundays and then go to Sundays at Unity, we have you'll see a list of the upcoming services, and then underneath that, there's a volunteer form. So, and we would really love some volunteers. We need people for tech to help out Glenn. That would be awesome. If there's anybody here that's techie or willing to learn, I'm sure Glenn will be happy to teach you. We need volunteers for greeters. We need volunteers for refreshments. Don't you guys want some food? Yeah. I'm gonna pray that somebody gets inspired to sign up for that, because that would be nice. We need somebody for flowers, help setting up. It was funny, this week I was talking to Monica about platforming, because it's my first time. And thank you. But we probably spent about 10 minutes talking about platforming and about 30 minutes talking about all the things that she does for us to get us ready for service on Sunday mornings. So if anybody is willing, it doesn't mind coming and showing about 30 minutes early, that would be so helpful. And we also need help with cleanup, so anybody who's willing to stay a little bit after. And you don't have to commit to every Sunday. So you can pick which Sunday out of the month that you would like to volunteer. And then if we could get just like a few people to volunteer, it kind of takes the load and the burden off of everyone. So if you go to our website, you can sign up online. There's a form there. You can sign, you pick which Sunday you want to serve, and then you can select what you want to do. I realize that there's probably a few of you here that are old school. Maybe more than a few. And that's okay, I respect that. So if you don't want to mess with going on the internet and messing with my form, it doesn't hurt my feelings. We also have a sign-up sheet in the back, and you can sign up that way as well. So, and also happening next month, we have our prayer class with Reverend Tony. And I am super, super excited about this. And I also want to point out on the website, if you go to our website, at the top you'll see I'm new here, Sundays, connect, and then you'll see a menu item called grow. Hover over that, click on classes. We have some information about that class, and again, we have a form that you can fill out and sign up. And for those of you that are old school, we also have a form in the back. So either way, you want to sign up is perfect. But also on that page, we're going to be having a book that we're going to be using called How to Talk to God Without Praying. If you haven't read it, you really need to. Just my personal opinion, it's a really good book. But on that page, you can click on there's a picture of the book. You can click on that. It'll take you directly to Amazon where you can order the book. The book is not required for the class. It's suggested. It's nice to have. But if you come and you haven't read the book or you don't have the book, we're not going to kick you out. We'll let you stay. So.
What day and time?
So the class is going to be every Sunday after service during May. So for 5 weeks.
Right.
And it's going to be probably like an hour, hour and a half. I think we scheduled it for 2 hours, but I doubt it'll go that long. So, and it's going to be a really good class. We're going to be talking about affirmative prayer. As opposed to praying in duality, where we're talking to Santa Claus in the sky who grants us our wishes, whether we've been naughty or nice. And most of us have been naughty. So,
Bobby, the title is How to Pray Without Talking to God.
Yeah, how to pray without talking to God. Yes. So we're going to be talking about affirmative prayer and the idea and the understanding that everything that we need is already inside of us. And how to tap into that. And as a prayer chaplain, I just feel like prayer is one of our greatest tools. So it's awesome to have the opportunity to come and sharpen that tool and to learn how to use it. So I really encourage everyone to come. Yeah. So we have daily words in the back for a love offering of $1 or $2. So if you don't have one yet, you can go back there and get one. And today, normally during this time, they've been having all the prayer chaplains stand up, but I only see 2 prayer chaplains here today, and that's me and Glenn. And I'm already standing, so Glenn is a little bit busy. So, but today Glenn is our prayer chaplain. And I'm really impressed. Glenn really knows how to pray. So if you need prayer after service, you can find Glenn, and he'll be happy to pray with you. And so now it's time for our daily word. I have the daily word on my phone. If you guys do that. So today our daily word is simplicity. I pause to appreciate life's simplest blessings. Today I give thanks for the simplest blessings, the small things that bring a smile to my lips and a warm feeling to my heart. A hug from a friend, a cuddle from a grandchild, or stroking the soft fur of a beloved pet fills my awareness with love. The sudden lift I get seeing a favorite person's handwriting in the mail, or the thrill of spotting a rainbow after a cleansing rain shower spark lasting happiness in my heart. These things and more remind me that true contentment is found in life's smallest moments, the everyday treasures that compromise daily life and draw me close to God. I focus on these simple blessings and grow in gratitude for my life's many gifts. Happy are the people to whom such blessings fall. Happy are the people whose God is the Lord. Psalm 144 and 15. And now it's time for meditation.
The face of God, I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. In my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. 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 I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
As we enter into this time of stillness and meditation, I invite you to take anything you may be still holding in your hands, just set it aside. Feel the chair beneath you supporting your body, your feet resting gently on the floor. We bring our attention to our breath. Let's together take a nice cleansing breath into our heart space. And as we release the breath, we let out a sigh. The sigh signifying everything it took from the moment you opened your eyes and got out of bed to get here to this now moment, letting go of all past moments, coming right into the presence. And as we take another breath together, we let out a second sigh, letting go of all that comes after this service. Into this present moment, we take one more breath together and we settle in, focusing always on our breath. As we take this journey together, I invite you to bring your awareness right to where the breath ends in the heart. As you take the next breath in, hold it for a second and bring your point of awareness right to where you're holding it. And release it. Coming back to that heart space. We visualize a fountain. And from this fountain is flowing living liquid light, living water. This fountain is bubbling up right in our hearts. And we, as we gaze on this liquid golden light, we see the fountain flowing higher and wider. This light is alive, and it contains the essence of spirit. It is the very essence of our livelihood, our life force. It is where our breath comes to renew itself before it flows back out. With every breath now, the light and the living water, this liquid gold, grows higher and wider till it encompasses our entire body, coming high above our head and flowing down all around us, healing and revitalizing our body, our human physical body, the organs, the cells, the blood. But it is also revitalizing our soul and our ego personality. So I invite you, as this light, this living water continues to flow above and all around, inside and out, to visualize the Russian nesting dolls. And at the center of your being, the smallest doll inside is pure light, pure spirit, This spirit is God, the Christ that indwells you, that indwells me, that is both within and without, that core, that spark of divinity that's in every single one of us, the smallest doll. And the one outside of it, the next one up, a little bit larger, is your soul. The soul is ever changing, ever growing through lifetime after lifetime. And then the next doll, the larger one than that, is your ego, or your healthy ego, or your personality, that which you communicate through that essence of you, that the Christ self and the soul filters through. And then the largest doll, the largest encasement, which is your physical body. It's really a spacesuit in which we navigate through this world, this earth plane. Now we go back to the center, back to the smallest little doll, the Christ light within, and we see that it is the source of our fountain, the golden light, the liquid living water. We see it still flowing down, shooting up high through the crown of our head. That water nourishing all aspects of our being, flowing down and then back up in the image of infinity. This liquid water, this healing liquid light, restoring us, revitalizing us, taking out the garbage, taking out the clutter, taking out the fear. And we continue to breathe, breathing it in, healing our lungs and our hearts, refreshing our soul. This light grows so large that it touches those around us and merges together to create the collective Christ consciousness, God in the world. God is all, everywhere present, and we are individualized expressions of that one spirit. And now these sparks of divinity merge until this whole sanctuary is ablaze with the light of the Christ now. So we rest in this. We bask in this light. We are baptized in this living water as we rest here in the silence. And now, without containing that liquid living water, that Christ consciousness, we do not rein it back in. We let it flow. We let it continue to expand out. We bring our attention back into the room, back into these spacesuits. Feel your feet on the floor and your body in the seat. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. The light's bright, Willie. Yeah, go a little lower. That's good. Good morning, Christ. Whew. So, I'm not, this is not, okay. I'm not going to tear apart Reverend Tony's setup here. So welcome to Unity of Stockton, and I'm really grateful to be here this Sunday. Today is called Keeping It Real, the Power of Your Authentic Self. Every time I think of a talk, I think of the title. It's when Reverend Tony texts me and says, "What's your talk about?" And it's whatever's I'm thinking about at the moment that just comes through, and then I have to figure it out. And so this week, every single thing, especially this morning, every single thing that is not my authentic self came up to say, hey, no, you're going to be afraid, you're going to be triggered, you're going to think that you're unworthy, and you're not going to be your authentic self. That's what the voices said. And how many of you, when you make a declaration or you're trying to do something, everything that is not that comes up? So I decided yesterday I'm going to be like super ultra prepared so none of the unworthiness can come forward. Well, when you're trying to be your real authentic self and you start doing all of this research and start reading everybody else's authentic truth, then it's again doing the opposite. So Unity has really good literature on how to be your authentic self. And number one, why are we flashing? One of my favorite books on this subject is The 5 Unity Principles. I am big on Unity Principles, which I'm happy when we're reading the mission and vision every time I'm here, that because that's what I'm going to talk about. But this book, The 5 Principles, I highly recommend it when you're buying How to Talk to God Without Praying, or How to Pray Without Talking to God. Get this one too, because it's really good, and I'll probably be teaching a class on it. So it's called The 5 Unity Principles, and every time I'm going to talk about the principles, and I think I need to go back and really ground them, I start reading this book, and every word is so powerful and so perfect that I think that my words are inadequate and that I just need to write down every word in the book and then parrot it, which would be completely inauthentic. Right? So I did do like 10 pages of writing yesterday until I wore myself out and collapsed, ate cereal for dinner. Got up this morning and said, okay, to be our authentic self is to go back to when you're a little kid and find in your memory that time when you were in your power. That time when you just knew that you were it. You're the star of your family or the star of your block or your backyard or the boss of your siblings, whatever it is. It's different for each of us, right? I took off my shoes when we were meditating, and my glasses, because my authentic self is not wearing high heels up here. So, part of the meditation this morning was from the book, The 5 Principles, and I'm giving credit about that. The Russian doll analogy came from that book, and I found it really interesting that our human body is the spaceship. I'm going to go outward then now. The human body is the spaceship that we're using to navigate our time here. It's our vehicle that we express through. It is not who we are, right? It's our clothes. I heard it by someone, I didn't make it up, that when you die, it's like taking off a heavy coat. And I would add to it, it's probably like taking off a heavy coat in the hot summer like yesterday. So I'm going to digress for a minute just because Jimmy Buffalo Marino's here. and that is so, the synchronicity of that follows the events that happened this morning. So Rebecca and I drove here this morning and we get a text when we're in the Starbucks line that my brother-in-law Rob, some of you guys have met him, he had a stroke on Halloween. And his caregiver and him, we all live in Angels Camp, he lives across the street from us. His caregiver Susan and him were sitting around at the breakfast table and they looked out the window at the neighbor's backyard and there was a gigantic mountain lion in the backyard. So that was the first spirit animal that came into my awareness right when I pulled into Stockton this morning. We'll let you tell us what that signifies, Jim. But then when we pulled in here, we kind of barged through the back door here, and Glenn very gently told me and Rebecca that we see the hummingbird. There's a hummingbird flying around right there because she's made her nest on, is it the light fixture?
It's the light fixture above.
There's a fixture right above the door. There's a little nest of little baby hummingbirds. So you guys be gentle with that door when you leave. Just being their authentic selves. And I have no idea what that has to do with the talk. So, but it definitely has something, right? And maybe that's our homework today, because I always like to give homework, is to contemplate and be aware of any other animal spirits that you may encounter on your way as you leave today, because I guarantee you that there will be more. That's just starting. So I'm going to put my glasses on just for a second because I had just a little bit of notes from the 5 principles that I decided I would just write 3 things. So a principle, the unity principles and all principles are rules of the universe that never change. So it's not just that they're unity principles, they're principles that the writer of the book, which is Connie Fillmore, and I forgot her married name, but it was Charles's and Myrtle's granddaughter, wrote the book. Bassett, I think. Connie Fillmore Bassett. Well, she says that principles are rules that never change. And these unity principles that we hold dear, that I hold dear, and that I try and live my life by, are rules that never change, and they also are found in all the major philosophies and religions, right? So they're rules that never change. The very first one is, who can tell me what it is? Unity principle number 1, speak up.
There's only one power.
One presence and one power.
And is it good and evil? No, it's one power, one presence, all good, everywhere present. There's no spot that God is not, and God is good. God is goodness, God is love. Omnipresence, omnipotent, everywhere. It's in everyone. Unity principle number 2, which we're talking about today. But I had to say number 1, I'm going to say them all, and then we'll go back to number 2. Number 2, don't shoot the messenger. You are God. You are God. You are made in the image and likeness of God. So if you can't really buy that, we'll use the analogy of the ocean. and Jesus. So Jesus was the Son of God, right? He's the proclaimed Son of God, and we're just sinners that he saved in traditional Christianity. So we look at the ocean as our analogy, and the biggest wave of all in this demonstration or example is Jesus. He's this big wave that comes up, and he said, I have everything that God does. I and the Father are one. Right? I and the Father are one. He also said, everything that I do, you can do more. You can do this and more. So here's the ocean, here's Jesus, and he's telling us, your waves too. Is the wave the entire ocean? No. But it has all of the components of the ocean. Even a little drop, you take a thimble full, it's still all the components of the whole ocean. In that way, you are God. So we have these personalities. And you may ask, okay, well, if we're all God, then why is there bad people? Why is there evil? Why are there people that don't act good? And there's a lot of explanations for that. One of them is that our brains haven't caught up to the evolution of consciousness. But even when there is one person acting out, you can see the evidence of God, of all the people that come to help, the helpers. Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. There's a story by Neil Donald Walsh it's a children's story called The Little Sun, something like that. And it's about these two souls that are making their plans to come to Earth. And the little soul in the sun is the name of it. And the little soul is making his plans to come to the Earth because he wants to practice forgiveness. He wants to learn forgiveness. He wants to embody forgiveness. And so this other soul comes to him and says, hey, you know what? That's really noble that you want to do this. And how about I'll come with you and I'll do something to really hurt you so that you can learn forgiveness. Maybe that's why there's evil in the world. Maybe that's why these things happen. Because if everything was just perfect and all light and love here on this planet, then where would we have the contrast to learn to be love? So we have these bodies, and inside, the bodies are the spaceship, right? So then we have our souls that we carry with us through every incarnation. These souls are growing in wisdom from every lifetime. And then the tiniest Russian doll, which is not the tiniest really, that spark of divinity is the God in you. And this is from that book. Get the book, you guys. The 5 Unity Principles. So the light inside, the Christ in you, the hope of glory, is your true identity. It's the identity and the filter through which you express your personality, and that can heal this world. So in Unity, most people in Unity are on a spiritual growth life path, right? And so what is the purpose of spiritual growth? Is it the law of attraction so that you can manifest, the lottery? Or get Brad Pitt? No, I don't know. I mean, maybe those might be side benefits. I don't know. It'd be fun, right? But what I believe is that I am here to do my housework, my internal housework, with joy, by the way. It doesn't have to be drudgery. Because how good does it feel when you clean your house afterwards? When it's all nice and clean and smells good? We do our physical housework to clear the clutter, to clear the debris so that we can see rightly, but also in service to the soul who came here for that specific reason that you planned, may it be forgiveness or whatever, to love yourself more, to love others more. But then ultimately, on a spiritual path, we are here to clear that clutter so that we are connected to and in service to the God within, the Christ presence that indwells each one of us. That is our ultimate purpose. That is what Jesus came to say. That is what all the great teachers came in service to be. They incarnated here to be an example of the second unity principle, which is you are God. So my talk, your rock, I even forgot what it's called now. Get real. Being your authentic self. So your authentic self, at the core of who you are, is God. You're God. Individualized expressions of God here to serve this world, to be in service in whatever way you're called to be. And if you wake up in the morning and ask, how can I serve that light today? Your phone will ring, you'll get the email, you'll get the knock at the door, but your life will be of service and it will fulfill you in a way that nothing else ever has. You are the light of the world. That's a quote by Jesus Christ. And his last name is not Christ. But as he was doing his ministry, he was born Jesus of Nazareth. This is a little aside here. The names of Jesus. Jesus of Nazareth was born. Then when he started his ministry, he became Jesus Christ, and people believe that's his last name. And then once he ascended out of his spaceship body, he became the cosmic Christ, and that is the second coming. That cosmic Christ exploded like a star, and it's in every one of us. I just got goosebumps. Because the second coming has happened, and it's in every one of us, it's in you, and that is how you are God in a body, and that is your authentic self, that is the real you. Your ego / personality, your soul, is all in service to the real you, the Christ. I behold the Christ in each one of you. It is my honor to see it, to see it and to behold it, to love it, to see you grow and expand, to see myself. Look in the mirror. Your homework is to look in the mirror and see that Christ in your eyes this week. I love you so much. Thank you.
All right. What?
so grateful, so grateful, grateful for all the love that I am. Everywhere I look, in every face I see, is love reflected, shining back to me. I just give thanks for all these simple things, the joy and peace that gratitude brings. That's why I'm grateful, so very grateful. I'm grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. I'm grateful for all the love that I have. Every day I wake up or I open my eyes, I count my blessings and I realize life is a miracle when I see that way. I focus on the beauty, that's why I've got to say, that's why I'm grateful, so very grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. I'm grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. Grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. Grateful for all of my friends. I am grateful for my wonderful life. I am grateful for my radiant youth. I am grateful for my abundance. I am grateful for the joy in my heart. I am grateful for the peace that I feel. I am grateful for every blessing. Grateful for the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. Grateful for the love that I have. I am so grateful, so very grateful. Grateful for all the love that I
So now it's time for our offering. So I invite you to take your offering and hold it between your hands. And let's say the offering prayer together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Oh, sweet Spirit, we give thanks for this Unity Center of Stockton. We give thanks for all those that make up this congregation. We give thanks that for this building, for this wonderful sanctuary, and for these gifts that expand and multiply this ministry. May the givers be blessed. May this ministry expand and be prospered. May millions of people be touched by this message. In the name and through the power of the Christ presence in every one of us. Thank you, God. Amen. Okay. Peace come.
The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And all the God's children said, Amen.
So, Ginny, where are you these days?